Night one of a solo trip at Sleeping Giant in Canada. I was camping alone, just me, a little tent, and the edge of a forest overlooking a small slope that led down to a pebble beach. I was already a little jumpy. It always takes me a few nights to get used to the sounds of the woods. The first night, every snap of a twig sounds like a footstep. Every rustle of leaves sounds like someone creeping closer. And that night, my mind was working overtime. Instead of thinking normal wildlife, my brain kept jumping to serial killer. I was lying in my sleeping bag, trying to convince myself that I was being irrational. But the woods were loud, too loud. I kept telling myself, it's just a deer. It's just a raccoon. It's just the wind. But no matter how many times I said it, then I heard it. My heart wouldn't stop pounding. Heavy footsteps, breaking twigs, me. The sound of something big moving through the brush. My heart dropped into my stomach, was frozen. No one would find me. Knew I was going to die all alone in the Canadian backwoods. No one would even know where to look. The footsteps got closer. Then I heard a crash. Rocks falling. Something was right outside my tent. I lay there for what felt like an eternity. My hands were shaking. I could barely breathe. But eventually, I worked up the courage to grab my flashlight. I unzipped the tent door slowly, carefully, and pointed the light out into the darkness. And there, at the bottom of the slope, was the most clumsy woodland elk I had ever seen. It had fallen down the slope and landed on the beach right in front of my tent. A little embarrassed, even. It was just standing there, looking confused. I stared at it. It stared back at me. Neither of us moved for a long moment. Then, without a word, the elk turned around and walked off into the night. I sat there for a while, my heart still racing, but slowly, very slowly, I started to laugh. I had been terrified of a serial killer, but instead, it was just very